Oh, got some people in there. We got Miss Carol. Hey, yo, Miss Carol, you on Zoom? You got a question? Put your question in the chat. I was gonna break down some old TFA. I'm looking at previous year. This is Nasdaq 2022. If you got questions, put it in the chat. Oh, Shador to the Browns. Okay, 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 okay. Carol on the thing. Please share your TFA plays from H4 down in one. Yo, Amber, eh, you, you alive?
Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. Sorry. 1 second.
You live on YouTube, so maybe you want to change your name.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm here.
Uh, so you live on YouTube, so don't say that you don't want to be around for the next 50 years. So are you trading this TFA?
I'm learning it. I'm learning it.
What issues are you having?
I didn't really get it before. I mean, I kind of did, but then every time we add something new, it takes me time to like
It ain't,
get
it
it.
ain't nothing. It ain't nothing new.
But it was making more sense. I try to watch Friday
Right.
and I forget what other day you got. I think maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. You guys are talking about it, but yeah. Is this just me and you on YouTube live?
We on YouTube. It's about to be about seven of us in here, but it's
Oh,
uh,
okay. I'm quiet, so I'm like,
right, right. Hey, now you live. Now you
no, I'm
live.
live. That's
Now you live.
crazy. But no, it's just my thing is, yeah, okay. It takes me time to learn it, but then after I learn something, then it's just psychological impatience, you know? it's not so much of the understanding of it anymore. I get impatient and then I'll just rage. That's how I lost my account. So
Rage. Okay, looking at this, okay.
okay.
So if we look at this 4 hour,
Okay.
let me look at it. This is bearish, right? This is probably
Yes.
okay. Okay, so look at it from this perspective. So if we look at it from this is a 4 hour.
Hmm.
So if you look at this 4 hour, where's the liquidity at on this 4 hour?
Okay. So you have the gap
Get a gap up here.
above.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it's a true gap, right? And so those aren't considered relative equal highs, are they?
Not
No,
necessarily,
because it's too. Yeah.
but this is probably previous day high. You should probably look at this is probably previous day high also.
Okay.
Yeah, this is probably previous day high too.
And then I mean
You would
the
say,
low, right?
yeah, so this would probably be so down here probably be previous day low.
Right. That's what I would look at
And
on the
then
phone.
you won't have a move until
Wait, are
either
you
this
on mute?
you won't have a move until either this is taken out or this is taken out, correct?
Right.
Okay. So look at the next candle. Okay.
Okay.
So now this when this was taken out, which was probably about 14, which is 2 o'clock. So this is having Asian, basically. You'd have been lucky. So now we look at 15 minute. So now on the 15, we waiting for the CID, correct?
Yeah.
Because the higher time frame we bearish, correct? We looking for a reversal back, correct?
Could to go back down. Yeah.
Because we took out higher time frame liquidity inside that 4 hour gap, which is probably
Yes.
period and everything.
Yes.
And so now we're looking for a bearish CID.
Right. So that was what I was learning on Friday. So the highest up closing candle, right, with the highest wick.
Correct. See, and it ain't just play around here all day long. You just waiting
Right.
for it to go back lower. You don't you're not looking to buy it.
Right. Which is going to take a lot more patience. Yes.
Right. Now you got your bearish CID.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wait, is it taken?
Hold on. You had it up here.
That's
Hold
the
on.
right. Right.
Hey yo, Miss Sharon. She on here. Oh, here comes E2.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, so the indicator put this as the CID. Wouldn't this have been the CID when it closed below here?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Well,
definitely did that.
actually, wait a minute. What is that little doji up there? Is that a black candle?
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
right. No, up there.
yeah,
Is that
yeah,
a black candle? That's the CID.
yeah. Yeah, it just didn't show it because it was looking at it as this had grabbed liquidity already. Because like on this indicator, the way I have it is I have it where it shows the CID only when liquidity is taken. So if I do classic, let me see something. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So Amber, you see this was this candle grab liquidity, but also this right here. This
Right.
is a close candle. So right there.
Would you toggle between liquidity sweep
No,
and
no,
passive?
no,
Okay.
no, no. I just didn't see that.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to do liquidity sweep. And usually when I get liquidity sweep, it's when it's just only candle. So like when it had down here. But yeah.
Yeah.
But then you see we never came back up to it.
Right.
So now you got another CID on this candle.
Mhm.
So you got your closure below, and it
Mhm.
came back, and it came back. And for Mr. Random, this is perfect because they're looking at time. Look at the time. So then we go down to the 1 minute. Hold on. No, no. Okay, so Amber, looking at this, where would you say the liquidity is at on this 15 minute? Below here? Below here?
Um.
Where would you say it is?
So after we retrace into the gap,
Correct.
it
So
would
then
be
if you put your
where
fibs on
the
it, you're looking at 0.5 is right here. I probably be looking right here. Here. And if it gets past there, there's nothing on this 15 minute, but I probably would have been looking right here.
that swing low.
Yeah, swing low. That's where liquidity is at.
Okay.
So let's look at we grabbed it at 22. That's 10:15. 10:15. 1 minute. Okay, here you go. Here you go. You hit it. What is Amber's A plus setup for selling the market down? High, higher, high, failed high. What does Amber look for?
I like high, higher, high.
Okay. So we got a high here, got a higher high, got a higher high. Also, Amber, let's look at this setting up. Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Ooh,
Okay, I went 50%
ooh,
of
on the
that.
dot, on the dot. And then also, if you look at it, okay, so it ran these highs,
Mm-hmm.
Into here. High, higher, high. Hmm.
I don't know if I.
Woo. Hey, 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 E would take something like this. E would. E's aggressive. Yeah, yeah. E's aggressive. He would take something like that. Jordan, he waiting for this. Once he get this, he know it's going down. So knowing the way that Jordan and Mr. Ron trade, they getting in probably right here. He end up here. They end down here. Hey,
Yeah, I wanted to that from there. Well, ain't no gap. What a gap at? What's the gap in
yeah,
there?
right there. There's a gap in there.
Nah, but they ain't got no shift, bro. I'm a little bit more to the downside. I'm more conservative because I'm not as great as I am on the way up.
Bruh, I didn't
So
say
I would need I would like to have like a market structure shift or a confirmed shift because you know what I'm saying, because I don't want my face ripped off.
come on, man.
Like the one I took yesterday down to the downside, it gave me everything I was looking for.
That was on the 15 second.
Yeah, but it did. It did everything I wanted. It gave me the market structure shift on the field trade, 15 seconds of retrace to the gap. Gave another gap after that, and I think it gave another one. And then I took it because I just
I
wanted to make sure. I knew it
I
had to
know
get back down to that 15-minute
I
gap.
know for sure the way Miss Sharon and Anthony, they would once they saw this, they would have been in right here. I'd have been in right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. See, that's more
Yeah,
appealing.
right there.
Yeah, because you got
Hey,
something
I
to put up
told
against. Yeah,
them.
that's a real true displacement right there, man.
Hey, that's the elephant in the pool.
And look what time that move happened.
Right.
Macro
'Cause I,
time.
Yeah, I would have taken that second one.
Yeah. He would have took this.
no, I wouldn't, man. I'm telling you, bro. I wouldn't put that up there like that. Unless now, if you go to 15 seconds and show me something different in there, then that's different. Well, on the 1 minute, I ain't got no, you ain't got no shift. But
That's
I do
that,
see this though.
that's
This is a completed market maker by model right there.
Right. That boy, he would have took that time one. He'd have found a time frame. Like you say, I'm on every time frame. That man would have on every time frame looking for that sale.
Especially if I'm anticipating it, yeah. But like I said, I still need certain things I need to see. I ain't gonna just get in and just like if it just gave me a gap at the top without giving me like a confirmed shift or something, then I'm not gonna take it right there. I need to have that on that time frame that I'm entering on.
And Jordan Misharon, 350, they in here. They short it right. Hey, Jordan, you want 50% or you taking the block?
my bad. I didn't realize I was muted. I want to be in where there's resistance inside this gap. And
So you
to
want
me,
to
the only resistance is the OB. I
So
probably would come in at the low of the OB. Like I don't have
and
to be in right at the open. Yeah, stop loss right there, +1.
not up here?
Nah, because the OB already came inside there.
Yeah, I'm looking also like it's a BI right there. Like it might just need to tap a little bit, but no, you're right. So he in right here.
Yeah, because that brain counter already came in. So if it was going in, it would have went up there and took the VI.
And we holding it all the way down to the blue line. Where Blue Magic at? No, hold on. Where is that on 15 minute? Right here. What was that? Risking 4 points for 94 points. And that was 3 years ago. 3 years ago. And damn, midnight. Hey Jordan, you sleeping?
Money don't sleep, man.
No. I'm saying once you get in, you go to sleep and just you got your target.
Money don't sleep, man. I'm not sleeping.
You got your target and stop loss.
Nah, man. Money don't sleep. I'm not sleeping.
You sleeping on it, man?
No,
E,
hell no.
but
No, no.
you
Nah, I had too much quirky stuff happen with my sister and be going to sleep on shit. But I will. Why sit there and watch it? You'll walk off.
Yep. Walk away.
Nah, I gotta watch that.
What? He's just going.
Man, nah, bro.
Hey, yo, Amber, if you get into this trade and it's let me see, you out in Cali, so that's about 9 o'clock at nighttime. You gonna watch it? You gonna watch it?
Yeah, I'm watching. Mm-hmm.
I'm walking away.
See, me watching it, bro, it helps me get just that much more confident. Every time I see it happen and play out, I like to watch every candle. Like how it print, what is it doing? Is it trying to, trick you? Why you get a random spike of a wick? Why I did that? I'm watching all of that, and it just adds to my psyche.
Can you show it on a 15-minute board?
Gotcha.
To add to what y'all talking about is like, and that's something we talked in the back office about next Saturday, right? Like, look at this, and then look at that little gap inside there. Those are two 15-minute busies.
Right.
So me watching it, I like to see how much price can or is willing to retrace on the way down to the target.
Right.
Like, I gotta see that because that helps me know when to go to 0.5 on the fib and when to abandon it. So I can't sleep.
But me, Jordan, honest, me seeing it over and over again, and I know that it should take out a 15-minute target. It should at least give me this. This is a stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is a high probability it gets here. And then also I'm looking like, okay, this is a protect. To me, this is protected. Once it gave the CID, price shouldn't go all the way back up here. So now that entry is good.
Yeah, but what you doing at midnight that you got to walk away from the computer? Why can't you watch it, bro?
What you talking about, man? Go sleep on it, man.
He's scared,
For
man.
what, man? What happened when the power go out and you hear signal loss? Lost signal. What you do, man?
Hey,
Stay ready and gotta get ready, bro.
you can't do that to power go out. What you gotta do? What you gonna do to power go out? Well,
Man,
baby.
when the power go off, then I just log in, use what internet I have left, log into TraderVate, sign and log off. Close all positions. I don't care if I'm closing in the red, man.
Have that
I
We
can't
dealing with
do
some
that, bro.
bread, bro. That's some bread. You gonna see
have
You
that
talking about we
that
risking
shit
4 points,
sound good.
so you full clipping that, ain't you, boy?
I probably risk $400, so about 4 contracts.
Hold on, that's 4 points.
Hold on, what was that? 17 times 5. So
That's 17 ticks, bro. That's $85.
I'm full
so
clipping that.
5 contracts. 5 contracts.
Right,
$85.
Yeah.
right. So you full clipping that, you gonna walk away?
I'm only risking $425. Only risking
Mm.
$425 times
Boy,
5.
they walking away. Don't believe that.
I'm not watching it. I might have my head down, might be zoned out. I'm not watching it.
You gonna be
Ain't
right there
no
watching
head
that trade.
down, man.
You gonna be,
You gotta
man.
see it, bruh. You gotta see
Head
it,
down.
man.
Man, you gotta look it in the face, man.
Head down, man down.
Man.
I ain't looking at that shit, man. And because plenty of times, and this is me personally, like, man, I done been there. This, man, I get so I see it, so I say, man, just look away, man. Because, man, in the beginning, and I'll be honest, like in the beginning, if I was in that trade, man, I probably would have closed that thing out right here. Once it start coming back up, oh no, it ain't come back up to my stop.
This is how you build up that muscle, man. That mindset muscle. You gotta watch it, bro.
What?
You
It,
gotta
either
watch it.
gonna go to
Because
the
then,
target or gonna stop loss.
Yeah,
right,
the reason why I
but
watch
then,
it is
go
because
ahead.
all the candles are telling me a story, so you have to be able to watch it. I mean, they're all telling you what's happening,
Right.
so
The
that's
So,
why
story's
I'm watching. Sorry, Anthony.
no, you good, AP. So then, right here, I could see that on the 15 minute and see, okay, how far do we go into the 15-minute chart? And it's just throwing nothing but wick right there. Once we get a closure below that, and it gives you that last wick right here, then that's how I can slide my stop loss and lock in profit, and then just let it run to the target at that point. Because if I'm not watching it, I just can't leave it all the way at the tippy like that throughout the whole move.
only
Because,
425.
huh?
It's only 420.
It's only 420, but okay. So then let's say someone
Well, it's
on
only
here is
420. Why
listening,
don't you watch
right?
it?
Somebody
Hey,
up
for
there with Bob
$420,
Marley.
why don't you watch it?
Somebody up there with Bob Marley is 420. But so okay, you risking 420, right? You watching it on the 15 minute, you see some resistance going on the way down to your target because those are unfilled busies, two of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then you gotta ask yourself, okay, when do I really reach for point 0.5 on that field? Because what happens if you get a major rejection right here and it runs down, but then decides to retrace up here?
Hey, Jordan, one thing I have seen personally, if I take it TFA 10 times,
Mm-hmm.
more than likely it's going to go to that low. That's the target.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree
If
with you tenfold.
if I do it 10 times, at least 8 out of 10 it's going to go to that low.
So again, I ask, why are you walking away? If
Because
if you
if it
keeping
do
that
that
same
big
energy
V
and
shape
logic,
for me, bruh, I'm telling you right now, I'm closing it.
If it
I
shrinks,
have my stop loss slid somewhere in that 1 minute range because I'm not letting that V shape come all the way back up there. Even though I could say, okay, well, that should be a mitigation block because you got a low, high, higher, low, whatever ICT says, high, low, lower high, lower low. So that should be a mitigation. So price should respect it. But how many points did you get all the way down there before that major retrace?
are you full clipping it?
Yeah, 100%. I'm risking 4 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Yeah, I'm full clipping it, and I'm full profiting.
So that's a 15.
Huh?
Hold on. That ain't nothing. Let me see. 17.
Nah,
7.
slide it lower.
Hold on.
Slide your cursor lower. Oh, my bad. You looking at the entry. My bad. Go ahead.
Okay. So what's that? 4.5 points. What was that? 17 times 5. $85 you do on 15 contracts. So okay, 1,200, and you go on. Yeah, because every point
Know what I'm saying? So look
dollars.
where that volume
turn the
imbalance
dollars
is
off.
on that 15-minute chart. I guarantee you, once it gets in there, I had my stop loss slid. I'm covering more than just break even. Like I'm locking in at least 20 points of profit.
Okay. Okay. 6 G's ain't bad.
You
Ain't
can look at
bad.
it like this. And one particular
It ain't bad. You
CIT,
said 6G ain't bad like that was $60. You tell when somebody get money, boy. Yeah, that ain't bad. It's a light day. It's all right.
Ain't that, hey, but I'm just looking at when you lock in down here and just take it off. The 28,000.
And
Because
don't be like Sharon with that 150K, boy. Sharon brand new with that. Boy, they don't even look at $300 the same. Like, boy, I don't even know who you are anymore.
being honest, like you can write it down even like once it close below this CID, you can easily put your stop loss above here and keep on writing it down.
That's what I'm saying, man. You ain't gotta worry about no retracing. If it retrace and stop me out, I'm cool with that, bro.
Well, I would have took that 0.5.
Huh?
Well, yeah,
I definitely
0.5
would
is
took
right
that
where that blue
0.5.
line is. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the target. But I'm just saying,
You can write it
we
down.
all different. So if I see any level of resistance on that left side on the 15-minute chart, yeah, man,
Yeah,
I'm
this is
sliding my stop
for
loss
me
down.
from the 15-minute perspective. I see the liquidity is down here.
Right.
Like
Hey,
what
because
it's really aiming for.
once you get and I'll be honest, from you guys teaching, once we made so say I would have took it
Yeah.
right there, make my money. Once you made this second CID here, now I'm looking here to go even lower.
Yeah, you
Because for
could do
me,
that too.
I'm looking, okay, we I got in up here, I sold it down here. Now we just made another CID. Give me my closure. Closure right here, come back to it right there. And I'm aiming for right there.
Yeah, look at the time. Look at the time of that candle.
This
It's
is
2
what we
o'clock.
flip to the sell,
London kill zone.
and this completes the sell.
Now let me look on the 1 minute for entry. So, hey yo, Amber, is she still in here?
Yeah.
Hey yo, one thing I learned with this TFA and the CID. Once it okay, so we had a CID up here. It gave you an entry to go lower. This new one, now if you find an entry here, price. This is where I used to be like, well, maybe price got to come back to a discount. No, it don't have to. Once it present this new CID, it don't have to come only back up here at all. Because if it shows your setup and it hits here, it's game time.
It's not even coming up above that green candle. It's not coming
Right.
back.
That's where I had to learn. Like, okay, man, I was like, damn, this nigga, he always getting that motherfucking high, man. Like, come on, man. They're looking like every time you get in, the bitch don't come back, man. Nah.
Yeah, cause
So
we
I'm
know a little
like,
thing or two.
ain't coming back, man. Nah, man.
So I'm
And
like,
like,
okay.
because once it presents this CID, price, and it touches it and it forms your setup. That's the $1 million thing. What is your A plus setup for selling the market down? Because let's look at it on the 1 minute. Because and you look at it, 15-minute, this is your 15-minute target. Hey Jordan, would this be your target, or would you go 50% of the wick? No,
That's
everybody
a great. That's a great question.
Yeah.
I
there.
really don't know, boss. I have
Can I see what's
because
going on to the left?
it's a up close candle. I would like to take it all the way down to the bottom of that wick. If it was
Yeah.
a down close candle, because that could be used as bullish energy, in that wick, then
Right.
I'd probably do like a JD rejection block and get out at the body.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But that up close candle let me know it's likelier to go down to that target you're looking at.
What's going on to the left? Squeeze for me. Oh yeah. See that's
Look, ain't no gas you get right here.
right. That's the reason I'll be
You get
saying
right there.
you
Ain't
can't
no
keep it.
gas.
You have to see what's going on to the left. That's why I squeeze my chart. I want to see where it can stop. Like all this stuff been double back on. Everything all up and through here is double back on. So you got to get up under here to even think about seeing some new liquidity.
But that's a hard thing because you're looking like, okay, let's say you catch this London kill zone, 2 o'clock. Man, you're looking at let's just say you caught it right here. Your entry, that's about 200.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 4 hour too. Probably gonna look at the 4 hour to see what
Yeah,
it's
because
looking like on
probably
the
right here
4 hour
is
chart.
probably previous day low. Looking at this, it's probably previous day low. No. Previous day low down here. Yeah, because when I got on before you guys got on, me and Amber, we marked off our liquidity bullish and bearish. I think this is previous day low. Would you be targeting here for a flip to go back up or here?
Man, I'm getting out at that wick you asked me about right there. That's 220 points, bro.
Right.
I remember going for 30 to 40 points consistent. Now we looking at hundreds of points. I mean, that's enough for me.
Hey, Jordan, this is 3 years ago.
I know.
And,
When I wasn't even thinking about price action.
and just think like if you would have been in up here and just stayed in for the whole move. Now you're talking about over 300.
Yeah.
Now let's look at an entry right here, 1 o'clock on the 1 minute.
Come on, bro. Baby, it's me. Come on, man. Look at that. Look at the displacement, man.
Hey,
Look at the displacement, man.
hey, what's
Come
the risk?
on.
What's the risk?
Hold on. Are you in here or are you
No,
in that?
because right when that candle, when you asked me where am I in there, that's the first time it came back to the level.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? And then look at the bodies of that level. It's respecting that CID boy bearish vector right there to the left. So then it
I'm saying,
leaves
what's the
that,
risk?
displaces lower, breaks away from all them down close candles right here. It displaced lower than that, gave you a bearish BPR with a volume imbalance, bearish Boyd factor. Come on, bro. Ain't no way. I'm in right here.
E
Ain't
where
no
E
way.
where E where are you in at? E?
Right. That's a CID line right there.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
With that one, I'll be watching this one. I ain't gonna lie. I will be watching that one right there.
Right, I know you.
Because it's I put my stop right up. That's why I asked you to measure the risk. What's the risk? Now,
And that's me right there.
Okay.
Now, why is that right there for y'all too?
Here y'all
We
go.
we
Y'all
gotta talk
jump now.
about it. We gotta talk about it.
Jump.
Nah, why is it right there for y'all two? Come off mute. Nah,
Well,
don't push the mute button
okay.
now.
No, I have to because I'm getting my hair done. I like that. See, I like that VI in there. So I would have measured from the swing high down to the swing low for an entry there.
But
how
haven't we
much
been
risk?
sharing with the people that
Yeah,
as
I
soon as it comes back into the CID level, you have to wait for the setup?
sure.
See what I'm saying? That's where the
How,
100% win rate comes in.
how much is
Correct.
the risk?
How much the
But
risk?
yeah, but I mean, you could potentially be taking an unnecessary loss just based off of, oh well, I see something.
You're right, man. You're right. You're right,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? We
No,
not
you
Ain't
a
got
gonna argue for
sometimes
that one.
trader.
you
We
got
want to always be in the right setup.
you got
You're
to
right.
do it the right way. You're right.
You're right.
I'm with you.
See,
We
see,
with
see,
you.
Anthony getting y'all niggas together, man. Cause y'all be over. Hey, Spirit, y'all just say, "Ooh, that look good."
Oh, you know
Hey,
me. Hell,
hey,
No,
I
I
know
done.
E. You saw that.
Hey, I tell you what, I do you one solid. Go to the 15 second. I'd be down there looking to see if I see it. Because I do that. You know what I mean? If I see it.
Anthony keeps us in check. Trust me.
But yeah, he do.
Can I go 30? Can't go 15. Can I go 30 seconds?
Nah, he
Nope.
probably can't go that low. On that far back. Too many candles. But he right. Because it gave another displacement, another 22. You know what I mean? And then a retrace back up. And it's best to take it from there.
Somebody on YouTube said, could that be a rejection trade? If that's your setup, it could. Because right here you got a bullish BPR. fresh, it never been touched. And if you trading like that, you got to get in
What time is that?
macro time.
And nothing else to say.
Macro time. See, and this is another thing also. If you're gonna take a BPR, you gotta be willing to get in right here. You can't say, well, I get in 50% of it, I get in top, I use this order block up here, I use this VI. Nope. That thing will leave you, man. I'd have been there plenty of times. So now you're risking
Well, not necessarily.
Sharon. I didn't see NQ come right into it, touch it,
Touch
and
it.
go. Touch it and go.
Put your
Touch.
fib on that one. Put your fib from the swing high to the swing low.
No, that's this one. But I'm saying you can't if you're gonna trade a BPR, you gotta be willing to get in if it's bearish at the bottom. If it's bullish at the
At
top.
the top. Because you don't know what kind of reaction you're gonna get off that BPR.
Right. Because it could have did it right here, but it came a little bit lower. So Anthony in right there, his stop loss right above here. And you're taking it all the way down to that 15 mil level. Hey, yo, Jordan, how many contracts? 86 is what, about $400?
I'm risking how much? 21 points? Is that
Yeah.
points or ticks?
That's
86
point.
tick.
So $430 a contract.
130 a contract? I mean, nah, I'm not gonna full clip that. I'm not gonna full clip it. I probably put like 4 to 6. That's usually the gold standard when it's within 40 points. I do 4 to 6.
That's four contracts. 822, 4 and 5. That's a nice day before the market open.
Yeah. And done for the day.
Get them going
Yep.
to the spa.
You
I'm going to
done
brunch.
Down to the spa. I got the beach. We got the beach for me. That's a free spa.
Oh, people on YouTube said, what's full clip? 15 contracts. 15, 1-5. Every point, $60.
Or 150K.
Yep. On 150K is 15. 50K is 6. 75 is 9. I think it's 9.
Yeah, I think it's 9.
One thing he said that was real crucial was that macro, especially like on that trade I showed yesterday and I put in the Telegram on that last hour
Or
macro.
the last minute one. Yeah.
Man, 350, that was perfect, man.
You know I had to go back up there.
Man, hey man, I was talking to Miss Tiffany and Yolanda, and it's like you knew it had to go out there. And the thing also is, we had while we was on YouTube, we had consolidated for damn near the whole morning. And that's our #1 rule on our seeking the straight condition. The day after a large range day, avoid the morning session. Because you could have made money. You could have made money. But look at how much smoother it was after.
Right.
After. Imagine just catching that last 10-minute macro. That thing went from the entry to the target. Hold on.
It was like 100 points, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100 piece. And you was only risking 13 ticks. 13 points.
13 points it takes.
13 points.
Uh-oh.
You only got to catch this. And I was listening to ICT and all them this morning. And one thing he repeats a lot of times, like you only need one model. You only need one, basically one model to freedom. That's all you need. Like ask yourself, okay, even one contract, you catch this with one contract.
Oh, $4,000.
One
$4,000.
minute does wonders.
4,000. And then you got your copy on 5 accounts. That's 20 G's.
You could be done for the week.
Yeah.
And then just back test TFA for the rest of the week and see how it plays out.
Hey,
You know?
hey, yo, one thing I started to do a lot is like decompress from the charts, meaning that like when I hop off YouTube and Zoom, like I go into the front room, try to get away from, because
Keep your
for me
eyes fresh.
personally,
Analysis paralysis.
no, for me personally, if I keep looking at it, I start to make shit up, make a
Yeah.
setup. I done been there a lot. I done blown so many accounts doing that, where I be done with YouTube, done with Zoom, and then I go out in the front room, sit down, have me something to eat, chilling. It's like 2 or 3 o'clock. And I'm like, I could be another trade for the last. And then I just hop on. Oh, it's a wrap.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. Because, you know, when I was getting good with the one setup for life in 23, you know, I'm like, man, I can apply this to the Asian, to the London. Next thing you know, I done took L's in both. Then I see my A plus setup in New York AM, and I'm mad I can't even put a mini on it. I got to use a micro because I done took L's. That, to me, that's the worst feeling. Not that there's anything wrong with people who trade micros, but having to take a trade in a micro because you done took unnecessary losses. No discipline. That's the worst, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely. I got Rami in here. I got Rami working on, you know, that 15-minute CID. I'm having him working on putting an indicator where it alerts me when it gives me the 15-minute CID, bullish or bearish. Working in the background on that.
It's in the lab. It's happening.
I'm talking about, because that's a game changer. You thought niggas on sleep now. Now imagine you get an alert at 1:30, Jory, your 15-minute CID then came up. Man, nigga ain't been asleep.
Hey,
Oh
man.
no, we got it
It's just
later.
like we talked about, man. Imagine you're a contractor and it's hurricane season, you know, or you got the winter storms up there in Minnesota or whatever. They up there contracting for 5, 6 months hustling and they done for the rest of the year. You can apply that same thing to what we talking about right now. And you just enjoy the rest of the year, man.
You can I think it's a book about, like, you can literally have a 12-week year.
That's it, bro.
Is it?
And you don't even have to trade every day of the trading week. You could catch a good TFA once or twice in a week and bank more than if you were trading every single day. The right leverage, copier, discipline. You say it all the time, you become a monster, man.
Monster.
And then you
You
have to
can
decide on that day, even if you didn't put the right leverage, let's say you use 3 contracts instead of 8. You just have to be content with the 3. And don't try
hey
to, like you said, you gotta walk away and not try to make more. Dang, I should have made more, so let me try to find another setup. Nah.
that's one thing, like, and I tell JD about this all the time. That's one thing I admire about her. Like some days she'll have it where she make maybe 400 or 500, and she cool with it. Then she might come back the next day and make 4 figures. So it's like being content with just enough, and be like, okay, it ain't the most optimal setups. Okay, I take a little bit and I'm done. It's when you can't stop, and we all been there. That's why, like, I talk to Amber a lot about it too. Like she out of Cali. Like a lot of times that be some of our biggest regrets. Like we mess up like that. But this is a perfect example, like you say, of TFA. Hit the line, displaced. Elephant in the pool. Came back to the BPR. And the old me would have been cool with just taking it, if I was doing it, taking it right here, getting out. But going TFA, that's that 15-minute target. You are in the expansion part of the move. Because the 4 hour is your bias. 15-minute is your structure. 1 minute is your entry. So if the 15-minute structure telling you where the target is at, price should go here. They said the guy who mentioned the full clip sound why he must have been trading for a while. See, that's another thing too. It's people who trade just a couple weeks in full clip. It's a mindset thing. Trading like that is a mindset because it's people have been trading 10, 15 years and still scared to even put on 1 minute because they have not perfected their setup. That's one thing Jordan has with this TFA. He perfected the setup. And that's one thing the group does basically. Perfect. Iron sharpens iron.
Run your field, boy, on that 1 minute setup right there. You got from that when the price hits that, yep, down to the low. And then what is that? I can't see the numbers on the left. Once it retraces, what did it retrace up into for the entry?
70.
50%.
What is it?
Oh, it's different. Oh, that's 62.
62. So, like you said, what's your setup? And how do you like to enter? Do you want to enter at 50% of the gap? Enter at the first possible entry since it's a SIBI? Do you want to enter at the low of the gap? Are you an OTE trader? You a BPR trader? Like you that? Like when you said I
that would have
mastered my
determined my
setup,
entry. Yeah.
I'm 2022 to the end of this. So my setup doesn't change just because we learn in TFA. I'm gonna always do 2022. But if you're an OTE trader, look at it. It just hit 62%. So how you like to get into your trade when you take your normal trades prior to TFA, keep that same energy during TFA. Don't change that part of your trading. This just makes you more lethal when it's time to hit that button.
Right.
And see, I like OTE, so I'm gonna drop my fib on it to see how far it can go in, and then I'm gonna execute from there.
Now we're looking at this. Now we didn't. This is the bullish gap now. This is the bearish one. This is the 4-hour PD rate. Now we're waiting for a trade. If we're looking for TFA, we're waiting for it to hit here to go up or come on back up here to go back down. But also we're looking to see if it's going to make a swing. Because if it make a swing on this 4-hour, price should at least go back internal. So next candle. What? Keep going lower. Next candle. Now, once it hits this, now I'm no longer looking lower because this is a previous day low, 4-hour level probably. Can't see it, but it's low. So me, this is gone. So once we hit to take out these lows, now I'm looking on my 15 minutes. So let me do this. Put a horizontal, put a on here. So once we came near at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, now I'm looking to go. I'm looking for my 15-minute bullish CID. Right here.
Already got it.
Right there.
Right out the gate.
245. Bullish CID.
New market.
But okay, yeah, I had to remember this because I'm looking like, ain't this? No, right here. This is Does everybody agree that this is the 15-minute bullish CID?
See, this is when it's not grouped with another
Right.
down close.
Right. Everybody understand that on YouTube and in the chat?
I'm the best kind. Right. I like that. Now right down at the bottom, that's more points that you can get.
Yep.
Says repeat what Jordan said.
About what, Dana? You come on mute.
He said something about the CID, but I didn't get it. When you drew the blue line?
Yeah, this is the lowest candle.
Okay.
Lowest down close candle. You know, yes, because remember, you probably looking like, well, why isn't this it? Because this made a lower low. And look at the wick. This is the lowest. This is the up close candle. It's a down close candle.
Okay.
Even if you look at it like this, Dana. Okay. Down close candle, up close candle. Down close candle. This candle did what? Close above here. All you look for is a closure above the closing of this close. So now once
Close
we get
above the
this,
body. Close
right,
above the body.
So now once we get this, we mark that off, and now I'm looking on the 1 minute because also I'm looking at to the left. To the left is my target. And my target is here and higher. So now I'm looking after we close here at 15, instead of 3:15. So now this is the last hour macro to go higher. So now look at the 1 minute.
This may be just a retracement, though.
Say it again.
This may be just a retracement, right?
Ah, that's it.
That's it, Mr. Ron.
No,
We
on the
went to the
higher
4
time.
hour. We touched the 4 hour.
Didn't we come off
Yeah.
a 4-hour gap, a SIBI?
A busy, you meant?
Or what? I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay, 4 hour
Right.
we came up.
It came up right there. It went down.
Took out
Okay.
that was down here.
And isn't that a shift up there off the 4 hour too? So I don't see why we would come back up right now unless we've satisfied all the sell side.
There's probably something to the left that's a 4 hour. If it's this was a bullish gap. Wasn't that a bullish gap?
Right.
At the
Right.
top.
You had something down beneath here. You had a box down here.
Yeah.
Right.
This was previous day low.
Okay. Yeah. So you went into it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So and then you got the 15-minute CID. So once you go into that. See, that's the one the other day we used previous day low.
Yep.
I think what day was that? I can't remember what day it was, but we used previous day low on that. And then you look for the 15-minute CID. So go back to the 15-minute.
Because for me, 4 hour gaps, previous high, previous low, those are real higher time for liquidity levels. Price should react there. At least give me a 15-minute target.
Right.
Even if it's just to come back up here to go lower. 15.
I agree with that.
Oh, okay. That lady must be twisting Miss Ryan hair too tight. That's why she overthinking it.
I'm getting the flat iron.
You burning. It's burning.
So once
it is burning.
that up close candle close above that down close right there, the lowest down close.
3 o'clock.
Once it goes above the body, I'm no longer on the 15-minute chart.
Now I'm on a 1 minute. At 3 o'clock.
But I suggest doing it with the dual screens, the 15 minute to the left and the 1 minute to the right.
Mhm.
I would suggest doing that for those that are starting out using this.
Ooh, this is perfect. What time is this, E?
Macro.
Macro. That's perfect. Hey, hey, that's a real gem too. That's perfect, man. I know some people would have probably been in right here. We just said, hey, it hit this, but hey, that's perfect. What time? The last hour macro. 350 macro. Come down, hit this. Woo. Okay, this is a woo. OTE, yeah. OTE.
White meat.
Woo. Woo.
It hit that. It hit that.
Yeah, it hit the opening of it.
Mm.
Okay,
Bring it down. Bring your fib down one more. That's one. Yeah, right there.
Mm-mm.
No.
Because that's one. No, you got to go to that one because that's the highest one.
That? Okay.
Okay,
At the time when this was made, it was the highest, but it went back up and made a new one.
Right. Right. We made a new. Okay. You're right.
Okay, Mr. Ron, are you waiting or are you getting in? This is macro time. It's 3:48 macro time.
I'm waiting for the macro.
Okay, okay.
That is macro. You said that was macro, right? Right here.
Yeah, that's macro right there.
Okay.
Macro there.
So
And
that's why I'm on the 15 second right now. But
Okay,
I know damn well there's a gap in them.
you're right.
Damn well
Right.
there's a gap in them.
Yeah, there's a gap in there. There's a gap in there. Let me see on 30. Damn.
You can't go that low on replay.
2022. But it's a high probability it's a gap in here. Or E, are you say, okay, it's coming to macro time. You're taking it right here.
No. No. No, I wouldn't take it right now.
I'm 1000% sure my JD, she taking it. She probably gonna put one here, and then when it confirms, she added.
Yeah, I'd rather that's what NC my alternative to that is being on the 15 second. So
Right.
so I can see what's going is it going back the other way. You know what I mean?
And your target is up here. So let's just say you get in, let's say right here. That's 100 piece. That's 100. It's 100.
Hold on. Run that film again. There you go.
Yeah.
0.5.
All right.
Line right up with that.
And it's a higher probability trade. Yeah, you could have gotten in lower, but you want to just, you're gonna lose a few
Market
points.
maker buy model.
Your trade is more high. It's higher probability.
Market maker buy model complete. I said same shit over and over again. It's just like you said, it's just more lethal, man.
So who holding the trade when the market closed?
You can hold up until
it ain't
4.
closed yet.
It ain't closed.
Yeah, y'all ain't talking about
no.
y'all in
Oh,
y'all
yeah,
personal.
yeah, we gotta go.
Y'all ain't saying you took it in your personal now.
No,
Yeah,
you
you're
gotta
right.
go. You gotta get the hell over.
Yeah, look. I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna save it till next Saturday. But yeah, I asked the question. Who holding it after market close? I'm gonna leave it like that.
Not me.
Oh, I would because
Hell no. I just rather close it and be happy with what I got.
Right. And then wait for Asia to give you a setup. See, that's a cheat code too. Like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you are looking for the expansion up to this target. If Asian come down, run any short-term low and flip, it's going up here.
They hit
I
it
used to,
again.
yeah, I used to tag that all day long, especially if I had a high conviction that the move from New York ain't done yet. Man, it
That
run
one Friday ain't
any
done.
short-term low. It run any short-term low. I'm in there like swimwear.
That move Friday ain't done.
Nope, we ain't done because we decided so long. See, look, as Asian open.
Probably go right here. With that, yep. Let's go. I would like it to come down to here. That volume is down. You see all that rigmarole that shit did? That's why I don't like Ace.
Oh, what time is it? After 8
Ace
o'clock?
be pulling some stunts, bro.
Hold on, no, but that's 8 o'clock. Playing
You know
around.
where it's going, but it pull a stunt on you, man.
Okay,
That's why you got to trade your session, bro.
Right. That's
Or
why
you
I
got to
don't really
spend
mess
enough
with
time.
Asian like that. Right.
Yeah.
I gotta see how you gotta feel Asian.
No, it's a lot of people in the Telegram who rock with Asian like that.
I
They
know.
can tell you when, like how we trade the New York AM. When's the
Mm-hmm.
highest? When's your first level of volatility going to come into the market?
6 p.m., 8 p.m., and then midnight.
See what I'm saying? He know
Right.
that because he's either traded Asian or he's talked to a lot of people in the group who trade Asian.
Right.
So if you see this move, you got to know, okay, Asia gonna hit you with the rigmarole until those time frames. 6 p.m. when the market open. 8 p.m. is probably like 9:30 open for a New York AM session trader. And
Exactly. That's
midnight
why
is midnight. You got to know
I
that.
was, if I'm gonna trade Asia, it would damn sure be around the macro, which is what
But also, I'll tell you this: if you could catch Asian low, man, hey, as they say, baby, man, you can, you can bank that, man. You can sleep on it, man. I'm talking about it. It don't come back sometimes.
this is why I can tell when this side gonna give you because of this side. See all this? It's gonna give you something just like it.
Let's go to our 4 hour. Let's look at it from here. So our 4 hours. So now on our 4 hour, we bullish. Our 4 hour TFA is up. Because now we got a confirmed swing. It confirmed at 10 o'clock at nighttime on Tuesday. If you look at this also from its 4 hour perspective, price should come back up here. That's 50%.
That gap. That's just like the one we did the other day on Thursday.
Yep. So for me, if I'm looking at this and I wake up at 10 o'clock at nighttime, okay, We bullish on the 4 hour. So now let me go to my 15-minute and look for my 15-minute CID. After 10 o'clock. I'm looking for a 15-minute CID after 10 o'clock.
But when is a TFA?
Say it again, Mr. Ron.
This is just a CID, not TFA, correct?
No, it's TFA because the higher time frame is bullish.
Well, it's only TFA if it hits a higher time frame PD array. So you should have looked for the CID earlier, like we were when we were down on the lower on that first 4 hour candle.
Yeah, it hit it down here. But we're not done because we haven't come in 50% of this range.
But we made the didn't you put a CID on the lower on the 15-minute already? A bullish CID?
Yeah, down here.
Yeah, it was at the bottom, right? That's your
Right.
CID. Yeah, that was it came back in there real quick. So that was the CID. So it already came back in there. And so the setup is there. You should have still been in it at least until it reached the 4 hour gap.
Mr. Ron, that's my favorite saying. I know you lying.
Anthony?
Ooh, because to hold it to that 4 hour gap, you talking about that's probably that's the hardest thing.
Mhm.
That's because that probably didn't do. You probably would have had to hold that for about a day.
But if if it's TFA, at least that's the target. That's the minimum. That's the target right there. Because you remember you got in, it came back. Remember when he said, "Oh, it came back right away." He would have dropped down to the 15 seconds for an entry.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I'm going to 0.5.
Right.
Hold
I'm not saying where you was going. I'm just saying if it's TFA, it has to come off a higher time frame PD array. It's not like the second candle of the 4 hours, not TFA at that point because it already happened earlier.
But run your fib on the 15-minute board from the low. From hold on, show the bottom. Yeah, from here to here.
Oh, yeah, we already did it.
Nah, but you did it from the 1 minute entry, a little bit higher to the green up close, the higher one. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah, he's looking for the CID.
Okay. So you hit 0.5 already.
Yep, I'm gone.
Right. So that was
Right,
the
because you just
TFA.
said you were. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying 50% of this whole range
Mm-mm.
right here. That's what I thought you
No,
said. My
no,
bad.
I think Boyd was saying that.
Okay.
I was saying I'm going to 0.5 off that TFA, off the CID,
Right.
whatever. That's it. I can't
Yeah.
speak
Yeah.
for anything after that.
But you see where the TFA happened, right, boy?
Yeah, the bottom. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was looking. Yeah, I was doing. Our hard time frame was confirmed bullish also.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was looking. Okay, so we got the 4 hour.
That would just be
So
for a regular trade then on that second 4 hour candle.
I'm looking right here. So once we got this swing, now this is confirmed on the higher time frame to be bullish. So we should take out a 15-minute high after this
Right.
prints.
That I can agree with, yes.
Now, and then I'm looking, okay, 15-minute target. Once this one, we still bullish. So now looking for a 15-minute target. We still bullish. 15-minute target. Now I'm waiting because this is indecisive.
But hold on. You do realize like you went into you going into a 4 hour bearish one, right? So let's count it 1, 2, 3. That's a bearish gap.
Yeah, my bad.
So that's why your ass coming right back down. See what I'm saying? Like you got to pay attention to the landscape
Yeah, gaps. Yeah.
because in the midst of us taking this up, it, that was foreign.
Right. Right.
So now, you know what I'm saying? We in it.
What's at the M?
That's why you can't look way uphill.
Right. Yeah. What's
And
what's at the M?
that's why the 0.5 is
Crucial. What's at the M? What, you?
just so happened how the landscape was on that particular place.
Okay, that's you. So this was June 17th. June 17th. I look at it also like
That move probably also produced the bearish TFA also
right. Mm-hmm.
because it went into the bearish gap. So that's why you got that long ass wick. Because it pushed it back down. So it's probably another move to the downside.
Another 30 minutes. June 17th.
So this is the one we took up, right? To the left.
Yeah.
We took this one up. Okay.
Right.
But you got to go back to see. You have to go back to the 4 hour.
I was looking here on this closure. So 2 o'clock in the morning. And it went lower, higher. And also you got one here. Time 7 o'clock. Macro time. What was it about? 90 points. Hey, yo, listen to ICT. One thing that really stuck out, and like they was talking about on the little spaces thing, like
Mm-hmm.
that first presented fair value gap. They
30
can't
minutes,
hide it.
yeah, they
They
talked
can't
about
hide it. Like it's gonna be there every day, and and that's why the that indicator is no good because it be days where it consolidate 930. That ain't the move. It's when it breaks out. That's the true telltale sign of which way the market's going to go. Let's look at some.
Yeah, I think Hannah carried that.
Yeah, like really, I look at now is like when I set up on the daily, the high, the low, previous day high, previous day low. Then I go to the 4 hour. It should be at least one gap above, one gap below that price should be going to, and that's it. Because like if you look at this whole move up here, man, this is probably a hell of a TFA.
Yeah. So let's dissect that now.
Let me go back to the day it happened. So we're looking at okay, so take this off. So stop that. Okay. So this would have been here Monday, so Tuesday. So this was previous day high, previous day low. So now looking at my 4 hour.
Huh?
4 hour got this gap up here. And I got my bear, and then looking down, there's no gaps. Got my bullish gap here. God, that had to be
Well,
news. God
you don't even need to look at
damn.
the bullets because the bearish is the play.
You're right,
But it
right,
went
right.
into the 4 hour first. Yeah, right.
No,
What
no.
what time was that?
But this
4 hour candle?
this happened at 10
65
o'clock.
on the 13th of September.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check the economic calendar, see what that was.
I'm just doing this because this is what I would be marking up before the market opens. You see what I'm saying, E? This was this was previous day high. This was previous day low. This is the 4 hour gap below. This is the 4 hour gap above. Now I'm on a 15 minute.
Yeah, that was CPI was at 8:30.
Good night.
That's why.
Good night.
Give you a chance.
Shit.
You might have one.
Nah, that's 8:30 news, bro. See that's that old aggression in you, bro.
No, I
Right.
was looking to see. I saw where it broke up there. But like you said, that's all one candle for the 15 minute perspective. But
Right.
yeah, it ain't sit there and wait on me on the 1 minute.
No, no.
Bitch,
That
just
fit.
wait.
Let's see. Where's your oh he had that blue line is previous day low?
Yeah.
Yeah, see this is where you have to have a couple of moves in your back pocket. You don't have to, but it's nice to have a extra back move in your back pocket. Because I see this as a trending day.
Right. Especially that
And
you're
you
right.
look, it,
Yeah.
it stays heavy like that into New York AM. Yeah, you find you a nice continuation setup and take it to a lower, higher time frame target.
For somebody like me, I see this. Okay, I see y'all at 3 o'clock. Now
Right.
I know last hour macro gonna come back and turn. I know last time macro. It's gonna give it to you. If it
Nah,
don't,
you on
then
the next day now, champ.
you're right.
Yeah, that thing stay heavy.
That's stay heavy. Ain't get no retrace. That's 2:15, 2:30, 3 o'clock. Yeah,
What,
it ain't getting
Yeah, you
what's a
saw
9:30 candle look like? 9:30 open. See
it right there in that gap. Yeah.
that's my tall tail
That's
right
your
there.
move, man. You like that.
It
But the
failed it.
problem is like where the stop loss gotta go, man.
Nah, because look at it. Okay, so you look at it on the 15. You see
That's a
how
15-minute.
the body is saying that we still stand lower in respect to that SIBI. So
Right.
then go to the 1 minute real quick.
Yeah, you want
Uh,
market first, market or something. Because by the time you get to 1 minute, you lost.
What time is that? What time is it?
9:30
9:30.
open.
Okay.
And
What
say
day was
you
that?
already got a higher time frame, the 13th.
17th, I think.
No, 13 September 2022. Yep.
He probably gonna be knowing Anthony. He ain't here because you see this huge displacement. That's his
Mm-mm.
move.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Show
Macro.
me. Yeah, macro.
You go macro right here, 950. Yeah. He didn't get under the macro. I was looking at it using this 930 and this huge displacement.
It came into the gap.
Yeah.
I'll show you my setup right here, boy. Right, Sharon. But then, so what I like to do when I could see, as you look at it on the 15, this whole, my bad, I thought my tool was available. So this whole gap right here is the 15-minute SIBI, right? So I'm still watching it on the 1 minute chart, and I'm seeing, okay, where's levels of resistance right here?
Yep.
I could look at that. I'm not gonna say what type of move that is because it's all hindsight. But once that 15-minute candle closes and it's 9:45, I could say, okay, price is likely to go to a lower, higher time frame target because what Boyd showed us on a daily and 4 hour, there's still sell side liquidity down there. So then, okay, first presented fair value gap, price is still respecting that because that's this whole gap right here.
That's first position right gap.
Right? So then I see a busy right here on the 1 minute, and I think that's a busy right here also. So now I'm using those. My extra move in my back pocket is the inverted fair value gap. If I can't
Right.
use a continuation setup, I'm gonna invert the fair value gap and go lower.
I got you.
Is this a fair value gap down here, boy? Or am I am
Yeah.
I, am I seeing something?
Oh yeah, that's a Boyd one.
That's a slipper.
Yeah, that's a
I'll take the
slither.
slipper.
That's a
I'll take
BPR.
Yeah, I'll take that as an inverted. Because if I can't get in right here on this inverted fair value gap over here, then I'm gonna use that one that you just drew out and look what time price came back into it. Macro daddy. Holla at me. I'm out the door. By the time it come down here and hit some higher time frame target, I at least bag 45, 50 points and I'm out the door. I don't want nothing else to do with that AM session. I'm out the door. I'm done.
I was looking at this as the mentorship model.
Mm-hmm.
This is a huge displacement. That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's stop loss.
But the target,
Right.
because if you could, if this is continuation,
Yeah. It's a continuation and it's a breaker at the same time.
That's
You got
0.5
high,
right there.
low, higher, high, lower, low. That's the breaker block. The price ain't going
Now
up above it.
you risking 60 for 100.
No, give me that inverted.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like you said, because sometimes, I'm not
See,
as affluent in breakers as I am in inverted fair value gaps.
this is the hardest thing, and I tell Hannah about this all the time. If you get in here, your stop gotta go here. It has to.
Exactly.
Has to. I know sometimes, like when we first started rocking, we had like a set, 5-point stop loss. It has to go above that candle because that's your safety net where price should not go. Because it's a lot of times that we know, and we know Quisha, she'll come back right there, and you didn't got in here, and it went down. And see, and this is another thing that happens, Jordan. A lot of times, so we got in right here. And we say, okay, I'm gonna just put my stop loss right here. And Q will do this. Fail, take out this low. Oh
Mm-hmm.
shit, it gotta come up higher.
Yep.
Take your stop loss, then
Mm-hmm.
drop.
Yep.
I'd have been there.
Yep.
The only thing she could possibly do is right here, go down on lower time.
Right. Oh, can we? Let me see.
No, you can't. You gotta try.
Nah, that was a 2000 let's go 30-second
They ain't gonna let you
10.
go that far back on them times. Sub-seconds.
Okay, so that was September 13th. Okay. Let's erase this. September 13th. Where's that? Okay, it's right here. So now let's look at the next day, the 14th. Okay, now the question is, like we talked about, at the large range day, you see this? I can sleep in. I ain't gotta be looking at the charts till PM session. Cause now I got my previous day low marked off, previous day high, which likely ain't going back up there, but still gotta mark it. Okay. Now Wednesday the 4th, so now it goes to my 4 hour. 4 hour. Ain't no gaps down here, but the liquidity is below this low.
Did a 4 hour take that?
Tell you what.
It took that. That wick took that, didn't it?
Yeah. Yep. It's like
But then
yep.
you look at all that room. That's probably chop city.
Nah, but remember, we just waiting for PM sessions. So this is so now I got this gap right here. That's fresh liquidity, but also fresh liquidity below here. That happened at 2200. See, and remember, it don't matter what time we get to we looking at it because we're not looking at the charts for TFA because we need to understand that after that large range day, morning session ain't gonna be our session. 15 minute. When did it take that low? Here. Took that low.
Right. Yeah.
Say it again.
Right. Right there.
Yep. Now I'm down on my 1 minute. That's my 15-minute CID. These consecutive candles was the low. Took out this liquidity below here, which was previous day low. So now I'm on my 1 minute. After it closes above, which is right here. It's about 9:30 Wednesday. Look at when the setup happened. Last hour macro. This is remember that trade this week? Hold on. Hey yo, Brooks, you on here? See Brooks on here? Mr. Ron, remember that trade this week where it the last hour price went all the way back up. This is that same way. This is the last hour macro. Wednesday PM session. 1 o'clock. Wednesday, September 14th. Wednesday, September 14th. Let's go. PM session. PM session. PM session. PM session. Hey, yo, E, ain't that perfect? Ain't that perfect?
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like I like to have that back move, that extra move in my back pocket. You still got your same move in your back pocket, boy. Sweep of
Hey.
liquidity, came back, baby 1, 2, 3, come back to me, BPR. Ain't nothing else to talk about.
Ooh.
And you could
See,
just take it right there to that swing high in case you don't want to go to terminus, because you might run out of clock. Count it up, boy. That's your 50 ball right there.
ooh, hey, man. Hey, that's perfect, man. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Yeah, 50. Come on, man.
Ooh, hey, I'm like, hey, shh.
Ain't nothing else to
I'm,
talk about, man.
let me see. Where that 15-minute level? Where that 15-minute level? I'll probably be looking at right here. Now look to my left, that gap. I'm not looking right there.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I gotta hold. That's after the market.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You could just take it to a low hanging fruit.
Well, take profit. You can use it. You can take it there.
No, it ain't. How?
Take profit is at 5. What
No,
time
this
is
is
it?
This
6
Asian.
o'clock. Asian.
Oh, Asian. Okay, sorry guys.
Like you say, you got the ace in your back pocket. it gave you your 15. And see, and this is another thing. Like we talk about Jordan, like we had a large range day the day before. That move is clean for PM session. That move
Yeah.
is clean. And I know my dog he gonna probably be on the 15-second trying to take that thing up. He gonna find a time frame it's gonna go up on.
What's the AM session look like real quick?
Oh, Chop
On
City.
the 1 minute? Oh no.
There you go. 9:30. Chop you up.
Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, yeah, you get chopped up real quick. You get chopped up real quick.
Also, hey, and watch this. Say you trade options.
Mm-hmm. See, that's what me and you we talk about Miss Bridge talking about, man. Cause see, look what time it is. They're not gonna let me take that trade because they closed the options door at what time?
No, you can take it. You just gotta be out before 4 o'clock.
With all
Oh yeah, with
um
all.
with all accounts, or is there certain ones like E-Trade or Charles Schwab won't let you trade after a certain time frame?
Oh yeah, if you're doing this, you're doing 0 DTE, meaning it's gonna expire the same day.
Oh yeah, I'm only doing that. I'm
And
only doing that.
you catch this, man.
Yeah, you probably caught it at a serious discount.
Right.
But
Get
see, in
yourself.
options from there, hold on, from there to
Ooh,
here, I mean that's probably not a lot of money though. You don't even
yes.
one extra
It's
profit.
100%. It's 100%.
Okay,
Easily.
okay.
Because if you once it start moving in your direction, it start in because your strike price would have probably been here 100. So 12,100 and you got in here, that was 60 points away. Yeah. 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 100% in less than probably 15 minutes. Hey yo, how was Disney, man?
Man, that was a perfect day. There wasn't a lot of people out there, all breathing down your neck, all on top of you. I mean, it was a great vibe. They changed the whole fireworks show too at night. Like it's something that if you've been to Epcot before or you like going to those type of theme parks, man, it was phenomenal. It wasn't too hot. Food was great. And we had a blast, man.
Now today you rested.
Yeah, man, did all that walking, ate
Niggas
good,
like
man.
Jack and
Chilling. Hey, man,
like Jack and Chan, man.
man, you don't realize how much walking you did till I don't have one of them Fitbit where it lets you know how many steps you took, but trust me, I felt it, boy.
When you go there, that's when your watch really you use all the signal and all the battery on them bad boys.
It was good though, man. But sometimes you go to them theme parks, boy, you just see some things you ain't really asked to see. People
Yeah.
showing too much skin out there. It's like, okay, I'm over here trying to eat, and you over here touching your toes, looking for something in your backpack. Just full moon party. Nobody
Mhm.
asked to see that, boy.
See, and also I ain't gonna cherry pick this. So for somebody they might have lost this trade. One thing I like to see personally, I like to see a low or a lower low or a low and a test of that low. Because when it tested and it showed me bullish action, then I'm in. So it tested this down close candle and ran it. Then it went up. That's what I personally look for a lot. Because before I would get smoked, Jordan, because I tried to take the first gap after it ran it. So it ran all this, gave you a gap. You know what I mean? Then I get like, man, why I keep coming back? So what I started doing is, once it gave me this low, I wanted to test this low on the right side. Test it. Either it's going to tell me that this is bullish or it's going to run it. And if it run it and give me a gap, I'm in there like swimwear. Because a lot of times I'd be like, man, why I take my money? A, M, D, yeah. 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 Yeah, we got 16 people on YouTube. We got 71 subscribers. To Saturday. People in that thing don't be trying to miss out. At least now y'all can watch the YouTube on the big TV. Y'all ain't gotta watch it on your phone. So this was Wednesday. No. Oh, daily Wednesday. So now the next day. So now marking out previous day high. Previous day low. Then I'm looking on a 4-hour for my liquidity. Gap fill. Yeah. Up here and below here. So for me, look at this 4-hour. This was previous day high, which also gap fill basically. So now 15 minutes. Hey yo, Jordan, this wouldn't have been a TFA until 10:15.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I was looking like, man, maybe, but I look like, man, but here, like, nope, because this, and this is the thing. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These 10 consecutive candles is the up close candle. Even only way this would have been a new CID is if this green candle would have went above this candle. Since this didn't go, you had to wait. If you was doing TFA, you had to wait till right here. And that's 10:15 Thursday. Now you're on the 1 minute. 10:15 September 15th. That's 10:30. There you go. It's nothing in here. Knowing what Jordan was talking about is nothing in here. It's no TFA in here for him.
Mm-mm.
Nothing. So some people say, but what about this? Nope. Time. You're looking for 1050 to 1110.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're looking right here. 1050. It's nothing. Nothing came back. This is where Jordan will look for a continuation. This huge drop, but come back. But look, it did nothing.
What's on the left after the 9:30 open?
930. Freeway.
Mm-hmm.
And then just look at price. What did price do all day? Sold off. Did it give you a lunchtime reversal back internal? Yep. That's where you got like certain different models. Whatever you want to do. If you're gonna just do one model or just wait. Because right now, it didn't give you nothing. But also just sold off. Because you got a retracement at lunchtime. Back to your line. So Jordan, you get a retracement back to your line and a displacement. Are you taking it in the macro?
Taking what? TFA?
Yeah.
Mm, let me see.
Because I'm looking
What's
at
the green line?
this previous day low.
Previous day low.
Yeah, it's previous day low.
Let me see. Can you go back to the 15-minute real quick? Of that whole setup. All right, and then
25.
can you go from yeah. Yeah, see. And then show the 1 minute again, if you don't mind.
No, you good.
All right. Can you show after 145 real quick?
Right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking that. I'm taking it at 2 though.
Oh, you're taking it down here.
Not
Okay.
not not nah, once it comes back, yep. Once it comes back into that gap right there. I'm
Okay.
taking that.
Hey,
It's
hey,
a large risk move,
I got you. I got you.
but I'm taking that.
Hey, you looking at as a continuation
Yep.
lower
Yep.
as we
Because
came right back above 50% of the range. Check out these highs. I thought
hmm
you'd have probably been looking around here this 150 macro.
I would be, but the only problem I have with that is it's still not. Can you show 150 again?
Right here.
Right. So with the PM session, what I learned from ICT is that all right, the lunch range, your lunch high low is 12 to 1. And then from 1:30 to 2 o'clock, that's the PM session algo kicking in for the macro. It's kind of like 9:30 open to 10 o'clock. So 1:30 to 2 o'clock is the same range as the New York AM 9:30 to 10. So then you wait till after 2 to find a high probability setup, and price closing below right here. Dang, stuff ain't ready when I'm right here. It's closing below this one right here. and you stretch it out, that's a BPR. That's why I'm taking that trade.
Gotcha. And you aiming it for right here.
It depends, man, because I'm looking at how much time is left during the day. So I'm looking at in this whole range right here, any 1 minute gaps that could slow me up from getting down here or there, like you talking about. Because
Gotcha.
I'm more conservative in the afternoon because I know I don't have all day to get down there.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Anybody got questions before we got here? 25 people on YouTube. Anybody on YouTube got a question? Anybody in the peanut gallery got a question? Going once. Going twice.
Thanks, Boyd.
Bro. And as we say, I see y'all tomorrow. Probably about I got a soccer game about 2:30, so I'll probably be for the Sunday review about let's do 10 o'clock. So have all your questions ready. 10 o'clock tomorrow.